Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So this is the first speed paint of 2020. Yay! I have been doing sketchbook tours because I recently moved and found like 30 sketchbooks and divided them up into different categories. So I had 16 unfinished, which, oh my goodness, I knew I had some, but I didn't know I had that many. Then I found 5 that were completely finished, and whatever the remainder is that was empty. And most of those I got for gifts, so for like birthdays or Christmas, or they found it as a really good deal and decided to pick me up one because they know I'm pretty much the artist in the family, so I can always use a sketchbook. This speed paint, just real quickly, and then I'll do some updates and hopefully, knock on wood, what I want to keep my channel up with, not just during this time of craziness and a lot of free time, but hopefully from now on. So first the picture, then all the good stuff. This is some fan art for Arthur. It is a 90s TV show animation that I pretty much grew up on, and it is still one of my favorite cartoons. I watch it every now and then just for some nostalgia, and I don't know why, but every time I hear the theme song, I want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Even today, even until today, I'm like, okay, PB&J time. I'm going to make one ahead of time because I know what's about to happen. I'm going to want a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I chose Francine, which is kind of the tomboy of the show. She is very much into sports. She has an older sister, but she's always into sports, and it doesn't really matter which one. In this one, I just chose soccer because I like the uniform and how they did the colors for it. And then her friend Muffy, who is the spoiled brat princess, that she's an only child and gets everything she wants. Her dad, I don't even remember what her dad does, but she like lives in a mansion with 20 bathrooms or whatever and has a butler, and anyways, she's that kind of girl. But they become friends and whatever else. And hers, I didn't choose any special outfit. I just chose her normal, everyday, run-of-the-mill outfit. But I really like how they turned out. I didn't draw them in their original style. I chose to draw them in my style. Well, one of my styles. I keep playing with it. And decided on this one. I kind of regret doing Francine's soccer uniform, just because I didn't have the proper colors for all of it. I think for the top kind of jersey part, I have the color in my Copic markers, but it's in timeout right now because I don't have the refill for it. So I have this little coffee cup that I put them in, and I call it the timeout cup so that I don't accidentally grab them from the normal marker stash and then halfway through a picture forget that this marker is almost dead and I can't use it. So those are in timeout along with quite a few others. I haven't gotten Copic refills in a while, though I really need to. We'll see when I actually can. And then Muffy, I really, really, really love how her hair turned out. She has these really long braids with bows at the bottom of them, and I definitely emphasized those, or was dramatic on them. I don't know the exact word, but it's one of those. And made them all big and fluffy and long, and I like how they turned out. I think I had all her proper colors. No, wait, I think one of the purples was also in timeout and couldn't use it. I know for one of these pictures, I grabbed a color from timeout and used it anyways, but thankfully it was just a little section. I think that was actually for another picture, but it does happen. It just not often. I did at the very end, because I wanted something in the background, a very simple circle, and made it blue and green. I guess for the grass outside, maybe, since Francine's in a soccer uniform, but nothing special, just some blending. And I think that's all for the picture. So life has been crazy. I recently moved to a different state. Well, I say recently, this was back in January. Started a new job. Have had so much drama that hasn't been mine, but still dealing with that. And now with all this pandemic, I have some time on my hands. So I've been playing with the idea of getting back into YouTube, which I've been wanting to do since before I moved. I know my last video before the 2 sketchbooks that I've recently uploaded, which if you haven't checked those out, check them out. I didn't upload since, I think it was August. I didn't upload in October like I should have because I haven't even uploaded Inktober yet. Though it is filmed, it is on YouTube in my little store, and it is waiting to be published on a specific day. So that is coming up. Yay! But I think I've decided I kind of wanted to do one every Sunday, which would be 4 videos, and that's kind of a lot, especially if I'm trying to get back into YouTube. So I think I came up with the plan and decided to do a video post on every day that ends with 0. So the 10th, the 20th, and the 30th. Because every month besides February has those 3 dates. And in February, if this is still happening next year, I would just do it on the 28th. But I think that will work because it gives me 10 days in between, and on the last one, if there's 31 days in the month, it gives me 11 to get a video out to you guys. So I'm hoping that's the plan that will work. I have 2 more sketchbook videos that are done, voiced over, ready to go, already up on YouTube, just in the storeroom of my account, so no one can see them yet. I have filmed 2 speed paints, including this one, so one other one, and then 3 of these new things that I want to try out. These kind of not doodle dates, that's doodle dates thing, but like shells doodles, I think is what I call them since my username is Shelfus. And it's just these quick, easy takes, like, I think they come out to like 7 minutes worth of a video, not long at all. And I've done 3 of them so far, and it's all been either animations or toys of the 90s, since that's when I grew up in. That's that era I grew up in. And they have been really fun. And not only really fun, they've been relaxing. And that's definitely something I needed right now. So I'm pretty excited for those. I have 3 of them done, and if I alternate them for the 10th, 20th, and 30th, I figured the 10th would be a speed paint. So this video you'll be watching on the 10th. Then the 20th would be the doodle, and then the 30th would be a sketchbook tour, because I have 3 left. So if going with that plan, I have 3 months worth of sketchbook tours, and I'm about halfway through my current sketchbook. So that's about 4 months worth of sketchbook tours. I'm hoping that would work. Let me know below what you guys would want to see. I've really pretty much only stuck to Copic Markers on this page because it's what I'm comfortable with, and it's because I really love them. I love how smooth they are and how great they are in blending. I can't think. It's like 9:30 in the morning right now, and I had a bowl of cereal and then started a voiceover, which I definitely should have allowed myself to kind of wake up a little bit more before I did this, but I was so excited. But yeah, I was thinking maybe some watercolor. I took a watercolor class in college, and I have a lot of the supplies left over, like the brushes and the watercolors. I don't really have any of the paper left, but watercolor paper I can easily get. I also have some gouache that I might play around with. I didn't use it too terribly much. I used it in my last semester of college, and it was okay. I liked it, but I kind of broke down, and still at the very end of that project went over it with Copic Markers. Just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit. And I also have like two different kinds of other markers, like cheap markers. So I don't necessarily know that I would do a review on them, but maybe a compare. I've seen a lot of videos where they draw either two of the same picture, and one of them's Copics, one of them's the other markers, or I've seen where you draw one picture and split it down the middle. One side is Copics, one side is the other markers. So let me see if that's something you guys would be interested in. I also played with the idea of doing some colored pencil pieces for my sketchbook, and I have just the run-of-the-mill, cheap, don't even know the name of them, color pencils, and then I have the Faber-Castell pencils that I kind of showed off in one of the tours. I don't think you've seen it yet. It's the ELO sketchbook tour, so you'll see those very soon. And I think that's all the supplies. I got rid of a lot of my acrylic paints when moving, so I don't really have a lot of those left. I've also played with the idea of the all of one color challenge. I don't know what it's technically called, but where you use like all blues or all browns, all yellows, all reds, stuff like that. But I really only have watercolor, color pencil, and markers of various brands to do that with. Let me know if that's something you guys would want to watch as well, because I am open for ideas. I don't know how fast I'll actually be getting those sketchbook tours finished, or the sketchbooks finished so I can do a tour. So some of those challenges or different things might be a little something to do instead. Yeah. I'm kind of stalling at the moment because I've talked this long, but I still have 2 minutes left. But I don't know what to say. I hope everyone is staying safe in this crazy time and staying inside as much as they can. I know it sucks staying inside, and it gets very boring. I've been stuck inside for not even a week yet, and I'm so bored I'm being productive, if that makes sense. I've made so many YouTube videos, which is awesome because I have the time to do that now, but after a while it's like, oh, okay, now what? And it gets very boring unless you go to the food place wherever you go, a market, or I did go to the Korean market yesterday and got a few things, not too many. Mostly it was takeout food because I wanted some bulgogi. It sounded super good, and I wanted it on Sunday, but they don't have that part of the store open on Sundays, so I had to be smart and not get anything else until the bulgogi. And now I'm just rambling, but that's okay. So anyways, this video is coming to an end. Make sure and comment below so I can start planning out some other fun stuff that you guys might want to see. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!